Now, do you prefer chip and pin or to sign for your purchases? The world's biggest retailer and the biggest credit card company are in a legal battle in the United States over which is better. It's a story that could cost consumers, as Jade Barker reports.
It's one industry giant taking a swipe at another. Visa is accusing Walmart of violating its contract by secretly setting up payment terminals so only personal identification numbers or PINs could be used to approve payments on the newly introduced chip-embedded debit cards in the US, rather than the option of a signature. It comes just weeks after Walmart sued the card network for pushing the retailer to use what it calls the less secure signature verification. Walmart is far from alone. It's the largest of 3 retailers to recently file lawsuits over Visa's debit card policies.
From a retail industry's perspective, chip and pin is the only way to go. That's what we need to see, and that's what consumers need. It's the safest route, it's the easiest route, it makes sense all around the world, it makes sense here.
But many say the issue is not about security, but that big bucks are at stake for both sides.
Visa and MasterCard make more when a signature system is used as opposed to a system that processes PIN, where the merchants pay less money where PINs are involved.
This hasn't been an issue elsewhere. Around the world, the pin and chip system is widely used in a bid to prevent fraud, which remains prevalent in the US. According to the Nielsen report, nearly half of all card fraud incidences in 2014 occurred stateside. As of October last year, US merchants, not card issuers, are now on the hook for fraudulent charges if they don't upgrade their payment systems to take the new chip cards. Perhaps another reason why Walmart and other retailers prefer the safer PIN option. And customers, by and large, seem to agree.
I do believe that requiring you to input a PIN is a very effective way of reducing credit card fraud.
You could write Mickey Mouse and they'd take your PIN, they'd take your card. I've seen that happen many times.
It's no secret that Americans love to shop. Consumer spending accounts for more than 2/3 of US economic activity, and the majority of purchases made here are on plastic. Americans spent $1.8 billion on Visa debit cards last year alone. So whichever giant wins this battle will dictate how shoppers use these in the future. Jade Barker, TRT World, New York.
Well, our editor-at-large, Craig Copetas, can join us from Paris. Craig, Jade was going through some of the issues there about why consumers should care. Can you just expand on that a little bit for us?
Well, Visa makes a lot of money off of what they call the swipe fee. Over the past 9 years, the company has raked in $350 billion. Why? Every time you sign for something in the United States, Visa charges the retailer a nickel, 5 cents, and the money adds up, and it's much cheaper to do it with a PIN.
It's very interesting because I don't think many consumers would have even known that there was a difference, you know. Merchants, you know, we've got Walmart saying the chip and PIN is safer. We've got Visa saying the signatures are more secure. Of course, they both have their own interests at heart. Who's kind of misleading people here?
A PIN is much safer. But remember, over the past few decades, Visa and the other credit card companies have built up a huge bureaucracy and systems for this signature gizmo that they use, which is not secure. And remember something, banks are in a lot of trouble right now. They're basically charging you money to use your money because of low interest rates, in some instances 0 interest rates. So this nickel is a lot of money for them. I mean, even if it was a penny, it would be a lot of money. But this is what's going on in the banking world now. I mean, Matthew, have you ever been to the States or outside of your home country? You stick your credit card in and a little message comes up on the screen and it says it's going to cost you $2 or $3 to withdraw your own money. Sure. These banks make a fortune off this kind of stuff.
It's incredibly galling when that happens, isn't it? One of the sound bites in Jade's package said, you know what, you could sign Mickey Mouse and they'd accept it, which just shows you that fraud is a huge problem in the United States, isn't it?
Oh, it's a tremendous problem. No one even looks at the signature. But this dynamic, Matthew, that you're seeing, I mean, call it trying to make a lot of money or greed. It's growing out of the banking industry. I mean, just recently in the United States, for instance, airlines, some American airlines, of course, charge you to buy a ticket to get on a plane, right? Now they're starting to charge you extra money for the seat that you're going to sit in.
Well, the charges never seem to stop, do they, Craig? OK, Craig Copetas in Paris, though.